Good morning, good afternoon, good day, whichever time this finds you. Decision. I'm just running out. I'm dressed. I'm going out, but that was just in my mind. And I wanted to ask you about decisions. If you could wake up tomorrow morning and know that every decision you could ever make from this time forward would be the right decision, how much would you be willing to pay to put yourself in that position? Would it be fair to say if you're able to pick up the phone and speak to an expert in whatever situation that you're having, and the expert was able to tell you what would happen if you did this versus what would happen if you did that? Would it be fair to say you could make an informed decisions? I know for many of us culturally, because of where we are from, there are certain decisions we will just never make. Because the fear and the belief is if I make a will, I'm going to die. People actually go out and get their wills and powers of attorney done, and then all of a sudden they start feeling sick and, panic sets in. I have a friend that he made some decisions, I think it was maybe about a year or two ago, and his girlfriend actually thought something was wrong with him. Like, are you not feeling well? Are you okay? But decisions, we make decisions every day. We make it consciously, we make it unconsciously. The reality of it, though, is a vast majority of it is made on our behalf by someone else because we chose not to be proactive in making that decision. As a mom, if I choose not to put something in place that dictates what should happen to my children, if God forbid I go home today, I have already made a decision to hand my children over to the government. That whatever it is I leave, they're going to have to fight or battle. Yes, they may get it, but one, they're going to get less. Two, they're going to have to struggle through to provide and to survive and to get maintenance and provision while everything is being held in a state by the government, while everything is tied up. I have here a questionnaire. I would love to send it to you. Send me a message on WhatsApp, on YouTube. Hey, I'd love to see that questionnaire. Maybe there are decisions that you have that you need to make and you're not sure. No one has ever stopped you and says, have you thought about this or have you done this? Some of the questions on here are, um, have you ever needed your wills or powers of attorney updated? Have you ever been charged or treated unfairly or paid an unfair bill? I actually had someone called me recently because she was watching one of the Shift episode. I'm not sure which one it was, and something where I was saying where we give away our rights because we don't know it, and something about it clicked, and she goes, "You know what? This is the situation. What's your sway on that?" So, as I said before, decisions are being made every day. They're either being made willingly by you, which means they're 9 times out of 10, if you know your rights, being made in your best interest. Otherwise, someone else is making it for you. And if they're making it for you and they're not acting or being hired to work on your behalf, chances are they're making that decision against you. Right? Have you ever signed a contract, received a moving violation, had concern regarding child support, worried about being a victim of identity theft? Spoke to a lady this morning. Same thing. Sometimes as couple and as spouse, we find ourselves in a situation where there is anger and animosity and just venom, and people will do things without thinking. They don't think, what will happen if I do this? I'm just mad right now, and this just seems like a good thing to do. Let me slash that tie. I actually have a friend, she She actually tossed a can of paint on her husband's car, and he actually called the cops and had her arrested. So, as I said, sometimes it's just venom and anger that's in us that we spew out that makes very bad, poor decision. And in my business that I do, my business is Legal Shield. I educate because that's the big key. If you don't know and you're not educated, you don't have any rights. But I educate people as to their rights, right? And when you make people aware that you have an option to find out what am I right, it changes the way you make a decision. It changes the path that you go down. It changes the results that you're having in your life. So, like I said, the thought was just in my head, decision. And I thought, this one, have you ever lost your wallet? We make decision on behalf of our children, on behalf of our parent, on behalf of our spouse, on behalf of our employees, on behalf of our employers, on behalf of ourselves. People out there are making decisions on our behalf, willingly and not willingly, because identity theft and the internet and access has made so many things literally out of your control, out of my control, out of the government's control. I have people who have paid for services that they're supposed to be monitored if something happens to their identity. And after a breach occurs, it's like, oh, I didn't get a notification. So just take a minute and think. Can I make better decisions? Can I be proactive in the choices that I make? See, the challenge is, I was listening to someone recently and they talk about GoFundMe, because GoFundMe now is such a big thing. Oh, I don't have the money to do this, so can you go fund me? And the options we do have are insurance. I have 5 kids and I'm thinking, if something happens to me, at least have an insurance that take care of the 5 kids, provide something for them. And no, I was going to say not everyone can afford it, but yes, we can all choose and make the decision to sacrifice, to say, this is something I want to ensure that I have in place. That if something happens to me, okay, my kids can still have a home. They can still go to college or university. And it's just getting the education to make sure that what you're investing in is the best. So I know I gotta go. I'm gotta run. They're honking me. Lots of decisions to be made every day. I'd love to send you, like I said, this questionnaire. You can fill it out. It's something that you can keep and you can look on later on and go, oh, you know what? Maybe I need to make these decisions. Maybe I need help to make these decisions. If you need help, then you can definitely reach back out to me. Halmonia@gmail.com. Halmonia on Facebook. Halmonia Gordon on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere. You'll find it's Halmonia. I love you. Make the decision. Shift yourself into a better place. Shift your family into a better place with the decisions that you make. Shift 60 moves. Simply helping individuals to find their truth and their true purpose, their true talents. We share our thoughts, we share our stories, we share what's in our heart. And yeah, I gotta go now. We share the decision. So let's get to a place where we can shift into making better decisions to ensure that the generation that's coming after They don't have to complain like we complain that our parents did. Let's be the generation that shifts into that place and put in place the things that need to be.